Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Football Critics. You're joined by the Nelson, and I'm here with my co-host, Petuntlantla, this side, and I have Unkonzo Buthelezi. Gents, South Africa versus Canada. Yeah, Akambanga, as we all thought. Even though the game looked like it could go, any way, or it could go to anyone. South Africa is due against Canada. I'm like ngibuhlungu, I'm heartbroken because I feel like it was a game that we were supposed to win, even though I just said it could have gone anyway, or it could have been won by anyone. But yeah, man, it's just a hard pill to swallow, man. I won't lie to you guys, man. It's just a hard pill to swallow because of, I mean, you could see we were so close. You could see ukuthi yazi la igol besingalithola. You could see ukuthi la besingadlula lana. But now I look at my subs got Hugo, and I don't wanna come here and slam Hugo or slam my players. I'm just down, man. I'm just disappointed. It's just a hard one to swallow, man. Nhlanhla, how did the game go about for you, boy?
It's disappointing, it's like I'm really disappointed in the game about everything, man, from minute one to the end. Um, Honestly, in my honest opinion, we did not deserve to win their game there. I thought both teams were poor, both teams lacked equality. Like, yabona enye into engidisappointa kakhulu ukuthi we lost to a team that nakwabona they were lacking quality. You understand? Like there was nothing, there was no substance to that game. Yeah, but it looked like a game that would just end in a 0-0 and go to penalties. You understand? And then to be fair to them, even though they did not create many clear cut opportunities, like clear cut opportunities. Yes, they had an opportunity where they should have scored, but they created more than we did. Tina Asang has created next. Like we created nothing today. Yippee opportunity that we created, like a clear cut besides a long range that were, easily saved by our goalkeeper. Like there was nothing that we did with the game there. Even Isab yaga Hugo Bruce, like I did not understand it ukuthi why ukhipha umfukeng ufake umbatha ufake an extra 8 midfield ufuna ukubuyela back to a flat 3. Like how fine umfukeng kwayena first half it did not create, it did not do anything, but mawumkhipha at least ifaka enye 10 yabo, at least ifaka another creative player, at least faka another threat, another attacking player, but uyamkhipha ufaka another holding player yabo. And what annoyed me in that game ukuthi even when we were trying to build out from the back, like lento esibuye sizama ukuyidlala, like ibhola loke libuyele emuva libuyela phambili, like likhikhwe long, like mfethu just just go forward, like just go forward. And mawukhipha umfukeng and put another number 8, like they will continue going. You understand? Like ayikho into ekade siyenza kule game la yabo, like there was just nothing, no creativity, no, we were just playing ngathi nje besijima yabo. So really disappointed, but to be if ngiba brutally honest, we deserve to lose the game le. Honestly, sideservile nje ukuhlula, asenzanga lutho to win this game. So Nanje, I'm just disappointed. I don't even it's
Nhlanhla, Nkonzo, what do you think?
Yeah, firstly, disappointing game, man. Disappointing game, boring game. It was hard to watch that game from first minutes up until the last, because you can even see on the second half there was nothing going on that game. Even Canada themselves, they only get chances to score with the set pieces and stuff. And I believe maybe we should have done better in terms of defending the set pieces, because I think first half they managed to get 2 or 3 chances from the set piece. Like you can see that it was a scoring chances. I understand that was a disappointing part on our side in terms of defending. But yeah, man, we didn't play it well, man. We didn't create, we didn't combine. Our wingers were not effective as I expected them to do. Our police, as well as this guy Maseko. Like man, it was not a good performance. I don't see us also. I don't believe we deserve to win that game. Also, Canada, they don't deserve to win this game. It just, for me, it was a game where maybe it would be decided by penalties, because there was no better team, honestly. For me, there was no better team on that game. Maybe you can say Canada, they were better team with the aggression and also with the set pieces, but that cannot make you as a better team. We need you to dominate the game, create clear cut chances, be able to control the game and dictate the game. So the hardest part is that we managed to hold on in this game, then we just concede on that crucial moments of the game just at a time. So that's the downfall. That's the hardest part. But I don't deserve we deserve to win that game. Go back to the sub also. I didn't understand that sub. I like I just understand what he was trying to do, maybe because after he introduced this guy Mbata, Stole only stays alone there as a CDM. Then he allows these 2 guys to go forward. But the thing is, there was no creativity. If you have Mkwena and Bata, there is no creativity. There is no someone who can penetrate and stuff. So you need someone like really who can create and stuff. So that's the thing. But yeah, it wasn't a good game. It wasn't a good game at all.
You know, to be quite honest, I wanna explain why I feel like why I said it's a game that could have gone to anyone. It could have been won by anyone. It's a game that to a certain extent I feel like we were supposed to win. At the very same time, I feel like Canada was supposed to win. I feel like Atlanta raised a very important point. Magati, both teams were poor. Both teams lacked quality. I mean, we closed the first half with our one centre back, our right centre back, Ime Okon, having been the player that had the most touches in the field. You understand? So that should tell you about how poor the game was. You understand? We went to a half time. Ime Okon, our right centre back, I'll say it again, is the player that had most touches as a defender. You understand? There's times whereby we had the ball. A lot of times we had the ball. It was just between Williams, Ime Okon, Mbogazi, Modiba. Like we didn't have a plan. You understand? We didn't have a plan. I looked at the stats at the halftime. We were sitting on like 45%, if I'm not mistaken, ball possession, and I was like, this is a very boring game because of Canada is not doing anything. South Africa is not doing anything. So the way it came ngakhona, I expected the ukuthi game ingaphela kanje. Even though it was us who had won the game, it wasn't gonna be a game. Yes, we were gonna be happy because we made it through, but it's not a game. If this was Fuba, my city, we played. Ibivele ibonakala leya game ukuthi iyophela njengoqhwasha, iyophela just nge-goal nje eli-stupid eli-1 esingalilindele sonke. You understand? Because of, if we're being totally honest, that game looked like it was going to extra time. It looked like it was going to extra time. So I also question a substitution yaga Hugo with taking out the Mufokeng and going back to a flat 3. And it's like, dog, it's not like see desperate. We have the ball. So there's no need for you to put in another holding guy because of already we have the ball. just put in umuntu who's gonna bring in more magic. If you feel like Urrile is not bringing in something, then do something. Like if you wanna put in a police lapana in there, I'm just saying it off of the top of my head. I'm not saying it's what he was. I'm not saying he was supposed to put a police, but if you feel like you wanna bring in a police lapana, put in like, just don't limit us. Just don't make us like look dry. Just don't make us look flat. I understand it, because of what happens now is we have the ball, but what do we do with the ball? There's a lot of balls esiwalahlele emoyeni, esiwalahlele phezulu because of ayikho into besingayenza ngalo ibhola. Yes, we had the ball, but now we had no plan. We had like no idea of what to do with that ball. So it was a very disappointing game. I won't lie to you. Both teams were poor. I won't say Canada was better than us. They were poor. Nalo lela goal lela balitholile we goal lokuthi we lost the focus and it split second. Yeah, I understand. So it's, yeah, man. Hence at the beginning of the video, I said, you know what, I'm heartbroken because if I feel like we could have done more. I feel like we were capable of doing more. You understand? And yeah, man, I don't know. Honestly speaking, I don't know how to feel about this game. I won't lie to you guys. I think I body language, my emotions are me. I sure on team. I'm just disappointed, man. I feel like we were supposed to, do something more. I feel like we were supposed to. Nhlanhla, what do you think could have been done ukuthi le game iphele a different result?
It's substitutions. I feel like substitutions maybe abengasiza because I don't think his starting lineup sakhe was that bad, yabo. Although I don't really, and I even said this previously, I don't really like Utebza Beno Yaya together. You understand? Most people I've seen go social media and even especially on TikTok, most people love like they were vouching for Ustole Gutadla and Utebza. I don't like them. I don't think like they are too different. I understand. Fine, number 6 ne-80 akumele bafane vele. But mase sebehluke kakhulu, it also becomes a problem. You've got one player in Utebza, a player who loves ball, who's got confidence in himself, who loves having ball. I understand, who's used to that environment because with Sundowns, he plays with Abo Adams, he plays with Abo Allende, yabo. Players abakwazi ukudlala, yabo, which naye he thrives on, yabo. And then you've got Uyaya, a player who doesn't want the ball at all. You understand? Like Maitola Ibola, his first instinct is to try and not make a mistake in Mbela, and he plays it back, and then Ibola Logel back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then just disrupts Leon Doleo. So I felt like substitution wise, coach my bone ukuthi Mfukeng is not doing anything. Ubekamdonsa afake maybe a Moremi, yabo, and then drop Apolis into the 10. Yabo. And mina avouched ukuthi kuqale Umbatha beno Tebza, because at least boy two, they are not afraid to make amapass ayaphambili, yabo. They are not afraid to combine in tight spaces and actually go forward, yabo, when they are play bona boy two, because that's their play in abajwayele ukudlala ngayo. But when you have Uyaya, someone who doesn't want the ball at all, it will limit you even more to score, especially Masusuki 10. Like, how are you gonna get your goals? Yabo. So I feel like substitute wise, if we had made a substitutes a little bit better, best like different outcome to the game. But unfortunately, we didn't. We paid the price. We got punished. Just Pumil. So yeah, man, it's just disappointing, man. That disappointing.
What do you think could have been done different in that game? Like mid-game, during the game?
Okay, firstly, I think it's a to do with also the substitute also. I believe also we didn't, it's so like he didn't make the right substitute that time on the right time, because if you remember last game, we just give him a credit for reading the game very well, and know what to do at a certain time. You understand? In terms of managing the game, in terms of understanding the game, that's what he's supposed to do at that time. But today, uh, he took off Relay. Okay, Relay was not on the game, but again, no one plays. There was no progressive play on our play first half, so you cannot blame Relay. Then whenever you put Relay, whenever you sub off Relay, you put in Bata, then there's nothing. There's no creativity in the midfielder. So, and also you just put Moremi and Reynas on that time. It was 85 minutes, and you expected them to bring something or to change the game, to bring something into the game. So I feel like also it has to do with his sub. Whenever he just maybe sub these guys a little bit more earlier, maybe 65, 70 minutes, give them time. And we talked about that thing last time about Moremi. He introduced Moremi since there was a little bit more of time. He got warm, then he contributed to the game. He made an assist on that game. So I feel like today, like he was going with that mentality. I don't want to lose this game. I want to thread this game up until the last minute. We go to the penalties. Obviously, he trusts Ronza on penalties. So that's the downfall about our coach. He was like, for me, honestly, let me say this. There was no there was no intention to win that game from the coach. You can see with the subs, you can see with the reaction again. So like, okay, Maseko, he win us games, but in that time he doesn't give us anything. Try something new. You can even move him on his left hand side so that he can receive the ball and shoot. So just try, man. Just try. Don't stick on one thing even if it's not working. So I feel like that was the downfall. You keep on believing on one thing and it's not working. And also with his sub, he was too late. He was too late with his sub. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't good at all.
You know, as I've said at the beginning of the video, which I don't wanna hammer the coach too much. I think we can all agree as South Africans or as football fans, which okay, to a certain extent or to a certain degree, imshayile uHugo today. Previous game he did it well, but I think today game management ukufunda game kumshayile. But again, I want to bring it back to the players with him. I feel like now to a certain extent failile in terms of not finding the grit of the game, in terms of not being able to unlock themselves enough. Yeah, I understand it. Because of yes, we can take it to Hugh and say, my substitutions done none. But if we're saying he approached the game well in a starting lineup, then we I think we can again say, you know what, the players failed themselves. The players bahlulekile was unlock nabo. You understand it? Because of if he approached the game well, then the players could have given us something. You understand? So I wanna take it away from Hugh and bring it back to the players. But now I don't think this is the right time to slate them. What I wanna say is, in as much as I'm heartbroken, in as much as I'm hurt, in as much as we all are hurt, heartbroken, disappointed, you say it all. I think we need to take it back, Google team. Man, it's the first time South Africa figure to the international stage or to the global stage performing kanje. It was our first time reaching a round of 32. It was our first time showing ourselves to the world. We understand already by what we did with the game in South Korea. We won people's hearts. You understand? We are now recognized. We are now seen. You understand? And now they know it's okay. There's Mutau, there's Mukwena, there's Mbogazi, there's Mfukeng. So I feel like I just need to give credit to Amachita and say, from a third world country, they did well. We need to be realistic about the situation. They did well. I'm so proud of Amachita, man. Abombogazi, man, they're going far. Yeah, I understand. Abomfukeng, Abomaseko, the future is bright. Yeah, I understand. So I just want to say I'm proud of Amachita. I'm proud of what Amachita have done. I think they also are proud of themselves of what they've done. Yeah, man, it's the World Cup, it's the biggest stage. We can go 2 hours talking about the game, but I feel like we just need to take it like, take it to the chin, take it like champs, and be like, you know what? At the end of the day, we weren't gonna win the World Cup. At the end of the day, we weren't gonna make it that far. We understand that we just need to, yeah, come to terms with the fact that we did well. We did well, but fair too. We have a foundation now. We have a spine now. The next coach that's gonna come in now is gonna be working on something, and I think I can confidently say we are going to the next World Cup. That I'm saying it with my chest, confidently so, which we are going to the next World Cup. So the foundation is there, the identity is there. We just need to be proud, man. We just need to be proud of what we've done. Just give me your last words, gents. And yeah, man, we can go 2 hours, we can go an hour complaining and saying everything about the game. But if Hugo Bros Mhlulile, the players could have done better as well. Yeah, I understand it because of we started with the right with the right lineup, with the right starting 11. Oh, yeah, I understand. So hence I said it could have gone to anyone. It could have been won by any nation today. Yeah, I understand it because of both teams for me, they were fun. We could have leya chance ngabe itholwe yithi, let's be honest. It could have been Mokoena okhahlelele la bhola, it could have been Umbatho okhahlelele la bhola la enetini sawina, and we're all gonna forget about the like how bad the game was. Yeah, I understand that, but to be quite honest, man, it was just disappointing, a bad game. But now we can't stand on that, man. You just need to be proud and take it to the chin. So you can just give me your last words, gents, about the game and about the boys and what they've done.
Okay.
Yeah, ish. Like as you said, bro. Um, yeah, we can be proud. We can take some positives from this. Um, especially individual player wise. Like you've mentioned about Mbogazi. I think they are going far. I understand. I can see Mbogazi playing in the Premier League, Nje Matuz. Yeah, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Um, where we go on from now, I think now we need to focus on obviously you're gonna get a new coach, but the project has to still keep on going to improve Bafana Bafana. We have big things to achieve. We have AFCON. I think we need to try and win AFCON. That's the first objective. And then maintain qualifying for the World Cup. And I agree with you, Hots. I think we're still gonna qualify for the World Cup. 2030 we are back at it again. Hopefully that time so basically even more prepared. We'll have more fights. But yeah, man. Proud of what I've seen. Yes, fine. There was disappointing game today, but man, I can't fault them too much. Yeah, really looking forward to the future.
Okay, yeah. For me, I can say it was a successful World Cup for me. We made a history. We qualified for knockout stages. We we see a lot of positive from the team. Honestly, we didn't expect to after the first game, everyone was down. Everyone was saying, it's done, man, and stuff. So proud of the character from the team, from the coaches. To bounce back from that situation, honestly, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. It's a high level of football. World Cup is a high level of football, but I'm proud of the team. We have good players, young team that can play even 3 or 4 World Cup to come. So I think there is a lot of positive, man. Just that today it was a downfall. We didn't come to the party. Even the opponents didn't come to the party. But yeah, I think yeah, if we can stick on this philosophy, we can also maybe try to, even if we get the head coach, but leave these guys, assistants, the performance analysts, the guys that already understand how the team plays, how it's operates, so that we can have a work in progress. We understand, not starting from scratch, because Now I can say it confidently. We have a team. We have a team. We need to fix there and there. And also, yeah, try to improve, man. As Ntanta said, the first objective is to go and compete on the AFCON. We need to compete on the AFCON. We need to be best in Africa. And also, going back to the World Cup, I personally feel we can do better next time. We can even reach the last 16. Just that it's a disappointing part. I don't feel like we deserve to lose this game because, yeah, man, the game was balanced. As you said, the game was balanced. Just we were so unfortunate.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna say this in passing, but ngizofuna nenza ngathi aningizwanga. Give this nation to Pizzo, but it's fine. We'll come back to that one. Give them to Pizzo, but it's fine. That's a conversation for another day. The World Cup is done for South Africa. It's the end of the road. But then for us, for the channel, it's back to club football. Kaizer Chiefs has been releasing players. They have signed the player. Orlando Pirates released players and signed players. So, yeah, man, the World Cup is done for South Africans. But then, with us, the mandate is clear. Back to club football. Pre-season is coming. Just expect content from us about club football, man. Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates. We just there. You understand? So just in closing, Jim, I'm proud of the boys. I think they represented us well. I think most of them are gonna get calls from proper clubs, from proper leagues. You understand? Proper agents, proper endorsements deals, sponsorship deals. I'm proud of the boys, man. And as I've said again, Bafetu, the mandate is clear. Back to club football. What do you guys think about that? Are you guys excited about club football, eh?
Yeah, man, club football, yeah, it's always exciting. Yeah, man, a lot needs to be discussed about club football. Pre-season years, we see signings, we see players leaving, we see amanye ama-team kumele kusamele baqashe ocoach yabo a certain big club. But yeah, man, excited about that. This is an
Coach is not my dog. Coach, we do have a coach.
Bye.
Fernando Cruz.
Ah.
What do you think? Some footballer excited.
It's excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good, man. Club football, yeah, I'm excited. There is a lot of talking point we need to focus on. There is a lot we can talk about. But yeah, we are looking forward for club football. We are looking forward for PSL, the expectation on the league, what we can expect, the signings and stuff. So far, yeah, the teams, they are busy on the market. Orlando Pirates, they are busy on the market. Just come to the party and add the cream. So yeah, hey, expect a lot, my guy. Expect a lot. So we're still looking forward. Sundowns, Van Veek and stuff. Chiefs also there. Yeah, it's good. It's good for South African football.
Yeah, man. Bafetu, please show us some love. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share the video. Just show us some love. We're just doing this for the love of the game, man. Yeah, man. I'm just excited about club football, man. So we're like Bafana, let's go. But now it's back to club football. I'm the only Kosi fan here. Two of these guys, they Paganias. So yeah, man, it's back to rivalry now, man. We're gonna fight now, man. But then, man, hey, man, I can't wait for it, man. So as I've said, Bafetu, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, Bafetu. Your last words, and then we're out.
Yes, guys. As Ukote say, yeah, man, club football will be back. But manje siyayivala video. Yeah, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all those nice things. We do this for the love of football. Here we talk and breed football all the time. This is a platform where you guys can also share your insights. Nisitshele where where you guys feel like sketchy, where you feel like I'm opinions win. Yeah, but we are open for opinions. Just see as an nati. Like share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. But yeah. It's your boy Nhlanhla Dima. I was with my co-host Nelson Konzo Buthelezi, and yeah, we are out. We'll see you on the next one. Hola.